Hello everybody, it's Palke here with another homebrew for you all. Today we are going to play mostly mono red. This is a deck that I threw together recently. It's still not optimized, still far from perfect, but let's get into the deck tech. So, we call it mostly mono red because, as you can see, it is mostly mono red, except we are running one hardened scales. This enchantment, when you put 1/1 counters on a creature, you put an additional 1/1 counter on it instead. This comes in handy because we're running Runaway Steamkin as our primary engine whenever you cast a spell. If it has fewer than 3 counters, put a counter on it, and then remove 3 counters to add 3 red mana. So these two in combination, as you're casting red spells, you're just putting tons of counters, making tons of mana, and hopefully storming your way to victory. We have a lot of 1-cost red spells to keep this going, with Strike It Rich to make a treasure, a couple of draw card engines like Faithless Looting, Flashback super relevant, we'll get to that in a moment. Cathartic Reunion, Tormenting Voice, Seize the Spoils, always to draw cards, generating mana as we go. A few other 1-drop draw cards. Ancestral Anger, a fun card I only recently discovered, gives +X+1 to the attack of a creature. It's equal to the number of Ancestral Angers in your graveyard, so the more of these we cast or put in the graveyard, the more it buffs. It also draws a card. Sometimes we're going to attack with our creatures. Not very often, though. Usually we are aiming to burn the opponent out with our finishers. That's going to be Electrostatic Field, deal a damage anytime you cast an instant or sorcery, and Gutter Snipe, deal 2 damage on instant and sorcery casts. We also have Kazul's Fury, a way to fling if we need to. Usually this is just a land. Rarely we will actually end up flinging our Steamkin at our opponent's face as just a final bit of damage. And then we also have 2 copies of Past in Flames so that we can cast our instants and sorceries again. Once we get a Past in Flames down, this deck pretty much ends the game. Additionally, we're running this fun little card, Ral. It reduces the cost of our instant and sorceries, so it helps keep the fire burning as we continue to cast our spells. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you can flip a coin. If you lose the flip, he pings you for a damage. That could be relevant. If you win the flip, and big context here, you may exile Ral. If you do, turn him into a planeswalker. That may is super important because we don't want to flip this guy until he comes in with enough loyalty counters to ultimate. You can see on the legendary planeswalker side, he enters with an additional loyalty for each instant and sorcery you've cast this turn. So ideally we need to cast at least 6 instants and win a coin flip him, then we can exile the top 8 cards, cast instants and sorceries for free, which is pretty huge. It's just another way that we can finalize our burning the opponent out if we haven't hit a Past in Flames, or we're just kind of desperate digging to try and refuel and strike again. Other than that, land base pretty simple. Lots of mountains, 1 forest for fetchable reasons, 2 Crag Crown Pathways, Timber Crown Pathways, red or green lands. We're running a Guildgate because this is a somewhat budget deck. We could optimize these lands just a bit, but it'll get the job done. A Sheltering Landscape, just a way to fetch mountain or forest. Fable Passage, same thing, enters untapped if we have more than 4 lands. And that is our mostly mono red. Let's get in the game and see how it goes. Alrighty, loading into the game, mostly mono red in Historic. Let's see what we got here. To show only instant, okay, ready, we're ready. We're gonna see if we can storm off with Runaway Steamkin. This hand is dangerous. We have a Rel, we have a Steamkin. Faithless Looting can maybe find us some more fuel. It would be nice to hit a hardened scales off of Faithless Looting. It can be a little tough to decide what to do with hands like this because we only have these 2 1-mana reds, so Ral doesn't do a lot right now. With a hand like this, we're probably just gonna drop the Steamkin, hope it lives, drop Ral on that following turn, and see if we can run away with it with our Steamkin. But just in case we find a Hardened Scales off Faithless Looting, we're gonna crack Sheltering Landscape, grab a Forest. I'm starting to really like these lands because they can tap for colorless, so they're not a dead draw. They can cycle, not relevant in this deck, or they can fetch, so they're actually pretty solid, and since they're commons, they really fit into any sort of budget as long as you're running those colors, and they're pretty versatile. So if you haven't checked them out, look at your landscape cards. Probably strictly better than Evolving Wilds or Terramorphic Expanse if you're running those cards. They have Mountain on board. They're probably going to blow up our Steamkin. That's okay. Blow them up if you can, opponent. Alright. Ooh, kind of tough call here because we could Ral and then next turn try to pop off. I think that's what we'll go for. So play the Ral, pump the Kin, attack.
Just a rain mage, nothing to see here.
Now let's see what you got, opponent. 2 red mana showing. Rel is also an interesting card in this deck because he looks more threatening than he is. Yeah, if we do the thing with him, he's pretty powerful. But really, if they waste removal on Rel, they're not stopping our game plan. They're just making it harder to get to a finisher. Since we have a Past in Flames in hand, we have 2 finishers to work with here. Alright. Cool beans, opponent. Goblins. Well, that is a lot of Faithless Lootings. And we didn't hit a second red, which is spooky. But for 1 mana, we can Cathartic Reunion. Faithless Looting has flashback if that becomes relevant, reduced by Rel. And this gives us 3 draws for another red source. Paying ourselves for 1. There's a red source. Perfect. And we're off to the races. So, buff the Steamkin. Flip a coin. That's 2. We're going to decline because we want to flip. That's wonderful. So now we can strike it rich. Paying 3 mana from the Steamkin. Buff the Steamkin. 3 spells cast. Now we have 3 mana to work with. So let's go with... we have our Gutter Snipe. We can't cast Gutter Snipe yet. So we'll Expedite. Sure, doesn't matter. Spell number 4. We still don't want to flip. 2 more spells. And we can start flipping. We have 1 more red. Plus a treasure. We don't want to use our Strike It Rich here because we've got Faithless or Past in Flames in hand. Past in Flames will give us our gold, but let's Faithless Looting first. Ping ourselves. We can discard the Gruul Gate and the Tormenting Voice. Sure. How do we do this? So we'll have 2, we can Strike It Rich, that's another one. The math isn't mathing. Oh, but we have the untapped green source. Okay. Perfect. So now we'll tap the untapped green source. We'll use that to make a... Okay, and we're taking too long. Opponents not sticking around. We probably would have finished out the game if we moved a little faster, but that's kind of the idea I'll try not to talk so much in this next game and see if maybe we can show off what the deck can truly do. Restless Mindstock. Creature land, cool. Green blue. 5 for a 5/5 with trample, huh? Pretty cool. Alright, let's see if we can storm off with the mostly mono red deck. Hopefully our opponents don't scoop as soon as we start comboing. Maybe if we play our cards a little faster. We'll see. Yeah, it's a kitty cat. Oh, we have a Ral. That discounts Tormenting Voice. I don't love this hand, but I guess we'll keep. We don't need that right now. We need to dig for a runaway Steamkin. Speaking of, hello. Alright. Let's just pass. I don't want to run our only creatures out into control. We're perfectly content. Just waiting. Looking for an enchantment. This might give us an idea. Is it Shrines? Solemnity. Okay. If they're running Solemnity, it's not likely that they're running removal. But that does mean they're going to start comboing. They're looking. Do they blow it up? Perfect. We don't hit the land. Not great. If they play 9 lives, we just scoop.
Just a rain mage.
Oh.
To see here.
We just scoop. Because Solemnity blows out our combo. Okay. Can't put counters. Can't make mana. Can't storm. Let's do this one more time. Mostly mono red in historic. Looking to put some counters on things, make some mana take really long turns. Two Rals is not great. 1 2 for 1 on Faithless Looting, also not great. Yeah, let's keep it. Seems bad. Oh. Opponent also playing mostly mono red with the better land base. But we gained a life opponent. Oh, mostly mono green. Alright. Don't blow up our Steamkin, please. Surveil land. Opponent has all the good lands. And what in the deck size? Holy, 241 cards. Screaming Nemesis, that's fine. We don't plan to gain life. Go ahead and hit us, opponent. I ain't afraid. We'll hit him with the nice. There's a Kazul's Flurry. Fury, even. Alright, let's throw Ral. Toss out a Faithless Looting. We could flip Rel. Let's not. We'll hold on to the one we've got. Yeah, I guess we swing back. Hit our opponent for about 3. Do you blow up our stuff? Don't blow up our stuff, opponent. We just want to take a really long turn and make you wait. Quietly. What do? Find a basic, put it in hand. Why is that a mythic? Oh, it flips into something we probably won't need to worry about. Great Divide Guide, add mana. Alright, opponent. Are we off to the races? Survey says yes. Play land. We will seize the spoils. Toss this. Put some counters. That's spell number 1. We'll decline. Make a token. Let's go spell number 2. We'll get rid of Ancestral. I don't think it matters. It does matter, doesn't it? Yeah, we want the draw. Draw is more important because we've got mana. Strike it Rich is discounted. Notably, that is 2. We're gonna have to Faithless Looting here. Because that's too many lands. Perfect. Okay, throw away the extra lands. We still have 2 mana. Oh, we have 3 mana. Oh, because we have an untapped land. So we could Gutter Snipe. That's not going to work right now. So we'll hold on to Gutter Snipe, I think. Cast a spell. Do some looting. Cast another spell. Do some more looting. Where's the storm camp? Can we pop off here? We don't want to play the Gutter Snipe yet. Okay. Don't flip yet. I believe that's 5. Gotta start playing a little faster. I believe that's 6. Oh, it's so risky. Play the Steam Can. Play the Gutter Snipe. No, that's not gonna work, is it? We need to strike it rich first. Hope to flip Rel. He pings us. We need to flip Rel. Rel has to flip to keep the combo going. And he pings us. Rel has to flip if we want to play Gutter Snipe. He didn't flip. Oh no. Well, he's got to flip eventually, right? I don't think it matters now. I mean, cool, we flipped him. Comes in with a bunch of counters, but we lost our guy. That's not great.
Now that's what I call an epic.
Oh my goodness, it's so bad. It's so bad. We need to hit a finisher. So Past in Flames, What kind of draw spells do we have? Let's get those out first. So Crash Through. Draw a land. We hate that. Ancestral Anger. And Expedite. Sure. We're gonna run out of time. We need to hit a finisher. There's one. Go, go, go! Cast the spells. Go, go, go! Yep, yep, yep. Doing the things, doing the things, doing the things. Hardened Scales. Pay for it. Sweet. Draw a card. It doesn't matter. Go, go, go. Don't run us out of time, Magic Gods. Cathartic Reunion. Auto pay. Draw, draw, draw. There's another Electrostatic. Play it. Go, go, go. Crash Through. Go, 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 and good game. We got there. And that is mostly mono red. In Historic, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.